Welcome to Plant Revelations, and today I want to talk to you about pruning eucalyptus. So this is a perfect time. It's just gone past National Eucalyptus Day in the UK. I think it's the 18th of March. So now, between now and the middle of April, is the time we want to think about pruning eucalyptus. What we're going to do today is quite radical. We're going to do something called coppicing. And if you just look above me here, we've got a lovely type of eucalyptus. It's called Eucalyptus pauciflora niphophila, which is the snowsleep. Lovely white flower, and it will get really nice speckled white bark, a bit like silver bird. Now, this tree was planted about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was planted as quite a large plant, which is a mistake with eucalyptus. You'll sort of realise it after it's happened, but apparently it's quite common for them to get very tall and heavy, and the roots can't support the top growth, the top heavy growth. This is quite common in the UK where it's pretty wet, but it's quite common with top growing plants. So if you were to leave this tree to carry on growing, it most likely fall over. It would be a danger. It's not serving the purpose that it was put in for. It was meant to block out the houses behind, but instead it's leaning over and it's got a lollipop shape. So we want to try and rectify that. And what we're going to do is pretty extreme. Is we're going to cut it back to the stump, and we'll end up with a beautiful multi-stem tree. Now, if you coppice anything or pollard anything, once you've done it, you've committed to the care of that tree for its life, because you make it structurally weak. So this is why you see the pollarded trees in the streets get pruned routinely, because once they start pollarding them, they can't leave them because they could just snap off when they get too big. And we're going to start off by pruning the tips off, take the long bits off, and gradually work our way down, and then I'm going to show you how we cut. So what I've done now is I've chopped, basically in several stages, I've chopped the top of the tree off, starting from the very top, going down every metre or so, chopping some more. And the reason I've done that is because if you were to just chop it at the base and just hope that it falls over, you could damage something nearby, so it can be dangerous. But also you can get, basically this can happen. It's where the branch can split when you cut it. So we could cut it here, it could split down, and then the tree's got no chance really of living long term, because even if it reshoots, you've left a big wound that's really likely to get infected, and eventually it will rot away. So we want a nice clean cut, so we take a lot of the weight off, which will help, and we do it in stages so it's nice and safe. Now I've chopped it down, you can actually see some of the foliage, and it's really quite pretty. It's got sort of mixtures of red and yellow hues on the stems, these lovely glaucous leaves, and further down the stems are almost purpley. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm moving it around so much. But yeah, it is a really attractive plant, much nicer than the traditional eucalyptus plant. So all I need to do now is I need to cut it down to the ground, not right down to the ground, maybe a little bit further up. I mean, I can't see any dormant buds. That looks like it could be one there. There's a little slight indentation. That looks like one there. So I think we'll take it down to this. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little indentation there. These are old branch scars. So we could either take it down to here, which is pretty low, or we could take it down to there. Now I'm going to go all the way down here because I think it'll look cleaner. And I'm using a silky saw, which is super sharp, really easy on eucalyptus prunes very well because it's really light wood. The only thing about it is very brittle, so it is prone to snapping. So all you literally have to do is just above where you think there might be a bush, is cut it away from yourself. And what I like to do is just before you go through it, just support it. I'll pull it slightly upwards. You end up with a really nice clean cut. Now, it's always a gamble when you're coppicing something quite extremely like this. It might not come back. But we didn't really have any option with this tree. But we should start to see shoots. There's no reason why we shouldn't start to see shoots around about end of May, beginning of June. You start to see buds coming up. And it might even get up to 4 or 5 foot this year. And then what we'll do is we'll thin the shoots out to about half a dozen. And every year we might take out, every other year we might take out the longest shoots. I'm going to keep it a bush that's about 8 to 9 foot tall, probably. And there's no reason why it shouldn't last a long time. Thank you for watching, and I hope that's helped with your eucalyptus questions, and good luck with yours.